This is the third video I've made in the last 24 hours that begins in the exact same way. Another white kid dead. Another black person holding the gun. First was in Baltimore a couple days ago. Second was in Lexington, Kentucky a couple of days ago. They just arrested 5 black people for this. And now we head down to the suburb of Birmingham, Alabama. Kid, 21-year-old kid, dead, the hands of a black person with a gun.
A family tonight is mourning their son's murder, gunned down while eating at a fast food restaurant.
Yeah, that's the scene last night at the Jackson Pleasant Grove police chief describing the surveillance video inside as gruesome. Apparently, it was part of an all-night crime spree that ended in an innocent man's death. Our Alan Collins in Pleasant Grove today talking to folks who knew the victim, certainly Alan and police, about where this investigation has gone.
Well, Jonathan, we are here at that Jackson Pleasant Grove. This is a popular location. A lot of folks go by here to grab a quick meal. They come here and expect to get that quick meal. They don't think their lives is going to be threatened, and they certainly don't think there's any chance that they could die. Unfortunately, that's just what happened. Now, today, a quiet day. The restaurant is closed for this day, obviously, for everything that happened. Last night, it was a different scene, a crime scene, chaotic. We're told a robber came into that store sometime after 8:30, acting like he was just going to make an order, but he had a weapon, a rifle. The robber ordered everyone on the floor. Now, one customer that was there was 21-year-old Ashton Blake Roberts of Summerton. He's a regular at Jack's. He stops on his way home from his father's business. Employees know him. They say he makes them laugh, that he is well thought of. Talked to Pleasant Grove Police Chief Corky Knight. He saw the surveillance video of this incident, the robbery, and Roberts being shot by that robber. Knight says Robert absolutely offered no confrontation, no resistance during this incident. The Pleasant Grove, well, they've had their violent crime scenes in the past, but this video, it left Chief Knight chilled.
A person who just walked into the restaurant, to the Jack's, as if he were going to make an order, told the victim to get on the floor or he'd kill him, and 8 seconds later, he killed him. He just murdered the guy, and just as cold blood as it could possibly be.
Right now, there are no easy answers, no formal charges yet in a senseless shooting that took the life of an innocent young man. 21-year-old Ashton Blake Roberts of Summerton was in a fast food line just trying to get something to eat.
When Roberts was killed inside a Jack's restaurant in Pleasant Grove last night, the suspect, a 19-year-old with a history of violence, Roderick King, is in custody awaiting formal charges.
King is out on probation. You may not have known that, for another armed robbery. Law enforcement now going to work to get that revoked.
ABC 33's Vinton Blanton is live in Jasper. And Vinton, you've been working to learn more about the victim, Ashton Roberts.
Yeah, that's right. And one of Ashton Blake Roberts' uncles told me his nephew worked hard yesterday. He was hungry after working a longer shift, so he went to pick up a few burgers at the Jack's restaurant. Well, he never made it home with that food. Ashton Blake Roberts couldn't wait to turn 21, but not for the reasons you might think.
He'd come in about 4 times to put in an application before he was 21, and our insurance won't let us put anybody on till they're 21.
Tommy Moyer, a service manager with the Dodge and Ford dealerships in Jasper, eventually hired Roberts as a technician. The young man was on the job just 2 weeks.
He'd do anything you ask him to do. He was just very good person.
Roberts learned his craft at the Walker County Center for Technology.
It was good. He was a good guy. He worked hard, was dedicated, loved doing what he did, loved his country. He was going to go serve in the Marines.
Joseph Knope was Roberts' classmate at WCCT. Both reconnected a few weeks ago.
It was great. It just brings back good old memories from trade school. Just the stupid stuff we used to do.
Hard to believe somebody you work with to end up like this.
Neither Moyer nor Knope could understand why anyone would want to kill the 21-year-old.
Sometimes when I hear myself say that we treat the criminals like victims and the victims like criminals, that sounds even a little crazy to me. But then yesterday, I was listening to the mayor of Baltimore, Stephanie Rawlings Blake. You remember her? She was the one that was so eager to give all the rioters space to destroy. Well, she was talking about the death of his name was Ponzi. He was the waiter, the 20-something waiter at the James Joyce pub in Baltimore, riding his bike through a black neighborhood, and he was killed as he stopped in that neighborhood. She was talking about him, and she said, oh yes, both people are victims, the waiter and the young man the people whose lives are destroyed because they are now arrested. The mayor of Baltimore said the people who killed that young white man, the black people who killed that young white man in Baltimore, are the victims. And they take it to the nth degree, which is when a black person kills a white person in this kind of crime, it's always because they were driven to it by some kind of act of institutional racism, which has permanently put them at a disadvantage, created all this anger and hostility and ultimately violence. Simple as that. ABCQED. So if you want to know why something like this happened, you don't get a rational answer. The only answer you get is this. There are some crazy people out there saying crazy things about black on white violence all over the country. And they go on to say that black people are relentless victims of relentless white racism all the time, everywhere. That explains everything, especially why cops are always picking on black people for no reason whatsoever. That's the greatest lie of our generation that you and I are fighting right now with these videos, with my book, Don't Make the Black Kids Angry. And you're going to fight that lie by sharing these videos, liking them, putting them on your Facebook, telling your friends about them, reading Don't Make the Black Kids Angry, and giving a copy to people you know, because some people need to see it. This is Colin Flaherty reminding you, if you're down in Birmingham, Alabama, you want to go into what they used to call Jack in the Box to grab a burger or a taco. Just remember one thing. Don't make the black kids angry.